A new era is dawning in the Simulation Soccer League, with one of the largest rookie classes to date and two new organizations beginning play. Season 20 is shaping up to be a monumental one, and it begins in the traditional manner with the SSL Shield. Hello, everyone. I am Metafiction, and as I say, we contest the traditional season opening fixture, the SSL Shield between the Major League winner and the Cup winner. In this case, Reykjavik United taking on Schwarzwälder Fußballverein. Both of these teams have more or less traded the league and cup over the last few seasons. They're currently the teams to beat in the SSL, but a lot of new contenders and some old ones are coming for their crowns. It will be very exciting to see whether these two teams can stay on top of the majors or if a new face will find their way to the top of the standings by the end of the season. We have gotten underway here, though, in this Shield competition. And currently SFV on the ball. Faradian up the far wing. Tentacles puts it out into touch. First chance for one of these two teams to win silverware. Often favorites for the league and cup, meaning there's a very high chance that they may end up doing the double, whoever wins this. Out wide. Winnington puts it back in, but Del Pirlo wins it away from Suzuki. And now Reykjavik on the counterattack, finding the long pass. Shaheen gets past Schenkinger, cuts inside. Back to Maldonado. First blood to the Aurora, and it's a well-worked effort. Shaheen takes a lovely touch past Schenkinger, weaving between Schenkinger and Winnington, finding Maldonado in a ton of space. And within 5 minutes, it is Reykjavik 1, Schwarzwälder 0. And Reykjavik winning the ball there, courtesy of Rashford. Immediately giving it back to Schwarzwälder. Schmidt with a through ball to Jihao. Jihao in close range, levels it. But it's offside. Well, that would have been an electrifying equalizer for Schwarzwälder, but Wang Jihao going just a bit too early. It was a well-placed through ball, but it comes to naught. And Hakkinen winning the ball there off of Shaheen. Now SFV trying to build something from the back. Nearly a disastrous back pass there, but it's worked out for them, and now here they come, although Schmidt unable to keep it under control. Now Scarpetta to Furious Chicken. Tied up by Whittington, and now SFV come forward. Maxwell. Now Hakkinen. Wang Jihao sprays it out. Here's Tamana Whittington, dueling with Urkel. And the rebound shot also saved by Wall. Wall with two quick saves to deny the equalizer for Schwarzwälder. Hakkinen through to Jihao. Shot blocked by Scarpetta, and it's a corner. Jihao had the earlier goal chalked off for offside. This one was onside, but blocked at the point of exit, and this corner kick held by Brickwall Jr. As I say, two new organizations beginning play here in the SSL. As Del Pirlo with this shot, and what a goal from Alessandro Del Pirlo. Reykjavik have doubled their lead. It was worked first time to Del Pirlo from Gaisberg. And Del Pirlo with a lethal finish there, beating Saran Setsural. Schenkinger forward. Whittington. Low cross. And Jihao just gets the finish wrong. And as I say, two new organizations beginning play in the SSL, Shanghai Dragons and Rapid Magyar forming one organization, Tenochtitlan and Krung Thep forming the other. Here's Gaisberg, level with the back line. Suzuki tripped up. As I say, those two new organizations will be fascinating to watch how they get on. They've acquitted themselves well in preseason, it has to be said. Can that translate to league success? Will they be able to hit the ground running? Certainly a lot of talent on both sides as that corner kick from Tentacles rebuffed. Neymarinho tries again. And that one's headed behind for another corner. Certainly a lot of intrigue around those two new organizations and their expansion drafts and their prospect drafts. As far as I'm concerned, they've assembled some very interesting rosters. And I mean interesting in the good way. It's going to be very exciting to welcome them to the fold. Here in the meantime, at the SSL Shield, it is halftime, and Reykjavik United hold a 2-0 advantage over Schwarzwälder Fußballverein. It's not been all going Reykjavik's way. Schwarzwälder do have a slight XG advantage. And by slight, I do mean about 0.7. So not slight in the slightest, I suppose. But nevertheless, Reykjavik do have the lead. Some excellent finishing on display here by Maldonado and Del Pirlo to prove the difference. And now falls to Schwarzwälder here in the second half, who do kick off, although immediately losing out to Rashford for a moment. It falls to them to try and find a way back into this match. They've had the better quality chances, unable to make them count, however. Will they be able to turn this around? Something else to look forward to this season, the new Cup format, reverting to a straight knockout format as opposed to the group stages of previous seasons. Be very exciting. As that ball over the top to Suzuki, and Suzuki tipped over by Wall. Of course, as I alluded to, one of the largest draft classes in recent memory is going to make the minors division very interesting to watch. Schwarzwälder's minors affiliate, Montreal United, winning the minor league last season, will be looking to repeat. And Schmidt ruled offside there. All in all, very exciting time to be here in the SSL. And we can't wait to have you with us for the rest of the ride. Although here we do have quite a bit left to run here, and Schwarzwälder really starting to pepper Reykjavik's goal with chances. It's a deep throw. Maldonado. Gaisberg. And that one sent clear by Bierman. And it falls at the feet of Scarpetta. Reykjavik going to try again here. Good pressure, though, from Schwarzwälder to force Reykjavik back into their own half. Ball forward now, Del Pirlo. Rashford lays it off to Shaheen, who shoots from distance, but that's easy for Saran Satsaral to get to. SFV needing to create some chances with 30 minutes to play if they're to have any hope of coming back into this Shield match. Reykjavik, though, continuing to press. Maldonado had another shot, and this one just about tipped over. Corner to come in from Tentacles. It's low, and it's flicked on, but it's headed back out. Another attempt from Reykjavik, and this time it goes wide, courtesy of Neymarinho. Neymarinho with the through ball to Rashford, and Rashford buries it. A precision pass to put the icing on the cake for Reykjavik. Rashford rounding Maxwell, gets to it before Bierman, and tucks it bottom corner. And just like that, it is Reykjavik 3, Schwarzwälder 0. Reykjavik with the shield firmly in their grasp. Only about 15 to play. A comeback for Schwarzwälder not entirely out of the question, especially with that header on target. But Wall saving it, keeping it out. And their prospects grow just a little dimmer. Del Pirlo with the free kick into the wall wins another corner for Reykjavik. This would be a great start to the season for Reykjavik United. An emphatic victory in the Shield. It could certainly go a long way to reversing the malaise that seemed to grip them at the start of last season. Though they ultimately ended up champions, they did have a bit of a slow beginning. They'll be looking to avoid that this time as that corner goes back out for another one. Meanwhile, Schwarzwälder, having won the cup, will be eager to try and reclaim their league crown. The defending champions going into season 19, but were unseeded ultimately. Both these teams figure to be in the leading pack once again. But of course, some very impressive challengers will make it a little bit harder for them. So União Sao Paulo looking very, very impressive for most of last season, as this through ball can't find Schmidt. Sao Paulo looking very impressive. Tokyo always there or thereabouts. Buenos Aires a sleeper pick as always. And of course, there's no telling what to make of Shanghai and Tenochtitlan, as here comes Whittington with a shot from distance, and Wall holds on to it. Truly is anyone's league to win this season, both in the majors and the minors. But as for today, it seems as though Reykjavik have the shield well in hand. The last bit of added time ticking out as that ball crossed in. It falls, and Hakkinen only wins a corner. Schmidt sending it in, and Wall, no trouble with that one. Seconds remain. Even though it's just a friendly, Reykjavik will certainly not be complaining about an early piece of silverware. Maldonado intercepting that pass for Whittington. Now here's Del Pirlo. Back to the near side for Tentacles. Tentacles has the beating of Deanne. Low cross. Cleared away. And that is that. Well, they wanted to avoid a slow start. And I would argue they've done exactly that. Reykjavik United winning their first match of the season and winning their first piece of silverware of the season. The Simulation Soccer League Shield. A well-deserved victory after an excellent showing from the defending Major League champions. 3-0 the final here. And they'll be looking to that as hopefully a sign of things to come this season. And as for Schwarzwälder, will be an opportunity to regroup, figure out what went wrong, and make final preparations for the long season ahead. Maldonado scored the opener on 5 minutes. Alessandro Del Pirlo with another one. And then in the second half, Miko Rashford the second with a third for the Aurora. A strong team performance by Reykjavik. ultimately coming out very much deserved victors. Brickwall Jr. is your player of the match for an excellent performance in goal, keeping the clean sheet against a very dangerous Schwarzwälder attack that was rendered completely silent on this occasion. No mean feat, I tell you that. Well, that will do it from us. Thank you so much for joining us for the SSL Shield for Season 20. We will see you very soon for Match Day 1 in the majors and minors. Until then, this has been Metafiction. Take care.